Hello and welcome to David Parker TV. I'm David Parker, your host. Thank you everybody for joining me. Before I get started, I want to give a big thanks to everybody who has been watching and following me since I started this channel. I started this channel, the name of it was Anything Goes TV 817. And then it was changed to David Parker X, and now it's USA Podcast. And we have the Pillow Talk podcast on here and still have the David and Nino's podcast. One thing that hasn't changed is that I said that we're gonna bring you the hottest music, and we still bring you Arthur Dunn, the hottest artist out there. He has the best music and everybody love it, and he is really, really blowing up. So everybody keep buying Arthur Dunn's music. And I also said we're gonna bring you the latest news, sports, relationship advice. We're gonna bring you everything you need so you will never have to change the channel. And that theme is still the same. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's been going on in the world of sports, and that's the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, they had that big trade where the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, it said at first that I didn't believe that trade would work, but that trade is working out, and the Lakers are playing great, and the Mavericks, everything is going wrong that can go wrong for them right now. So it looks like the Lakers have got the best of that trade, even though on paper they had got the best of the trade anyway, because Luka Doncic was 25 and Anthony Davis was in his 30s. But that is not what I want to talk about. The Lakers are playing great, and they had a game the other day against the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. And the Lakers came back and they end up winning the game. But that's not the story. During the game, LeBron James, during the timeout or whatever, he looked over and he saw StephenASmith, who was sitting there watching the game. And this is where the story starts. Now, if everybody don't know what's going on, StephenASmith had been very critical of LeBron James' son, Bronny James, since he got into the league. He been critical, saying he shouldn't be in the league, and every time he have a bad game, StephenASmith highlights everything that he did wrong and tell everybody that that boy should not be in the league. Well, a month or two ago, Stephen A took it to the next level. Bronny James was having a couple of bad games, and he just said that, look at here, he looked into the camera on First Take and told LeBron James, what are you doing? Stop it. You know that boy's not NBA material. You know, he really went in on him, and you can look it up and see the exact quotes, but it was very derogatory, and it was really going beyond sports commentary. It was taking personal attacks on LeBron James' son. He was basically saying the boy can't play and shouldn't be in the league. Now, if anybody know anything about basketball, we know that's not true, because out of the 300 and some people in the league, maybe more, I don't know, but LeBron James' son is at least better than 50 of them. I'm just using 50. I'm sure he's better than more of them, so he should be in the league. I give him that. And remember, he had a heart condition, and he had to have surgery, and he probably still hadn't really recovered because of being LeBron James' son, and everybody wanted to see him out there, and you know, it was one of those times where he was trying to go pro, and things just didn't work out. But that don't take away from that boy's ability. Well, back to the story. So he said all of this, and you know, LeBron James, as father, don't like that. But Stephen A, he's so proud that he's doing that, you know, that he was issued a $100 million contract by the network. You know, he's been such a good boy on bringing down, criticizing people from Kyrie Irving to everybody that's black that's doing something, that they gave him a big fat contract. So he's proud of himself. He's feeling himself. So at the game, during that timeout, LeBron James looked over there and saw him. And at that point, Stephen A. life flashed before him. Because now we dealing with black issues. See, this is a black thing now, see. And now Stephen A., he don't have the network to hide behind. he don't have nobody to protect him. Once he saw LeBron James focus on him, he knew what was coming. He said, oh shit, I'm finna be the next Chris Rock. Because he knowing at this point, we're on national television, Madison Square Garden. LeBron James wanna be, he's the face of the league. LeBron James wanna be owner. He is a person that knows how to act. So we think. Remember, I'm telling you, this is a black thing now. So, Stephen A., he knows, because he's black, he's in big trouble now. He's in that same big trouble that Chris Rock was in. And now, LeBron James coming to him, and LeBron James told him in no uncertain terms whatever it was that he wanted to tell him. And you can see it on Twitter. Stephen A. kept his mouth closed because he knew what was next. He was going to be done worse than Chris Rock. He was going to be done like the guy got done on Fridays when he got knocked the fuck out. That was finna happen. LeBron James was finna knock him out. LeBron James didn't care about that, being on TV. You were talking about his son. So instead of what Stephen A. said, oh, he had my number, he could have called me. No, we don't operate like that. When we see you, we're gonna check you. Now we're gonna see what type of man you are. Double down on that in my face. In front of the world, in front of everybody at Madison Square Garden, LeBron James stepped to him and was prepared to do him like Will Smith done Chris Rock. Keep my son's name out of your mouth. And this is why he didn't do nothing. He know that he was gonna be knocked the fuck out, but worse than that, it was gonna ruin his career. Because now, he's not gonna be able to criticize nobody. He's gonna be known as the guy that LeBron James knocked out, slapped in the garden, because he ran his mouth too much. And remember, in the beginning, everybody was mad. They spun the narrative that Will Smith was wrong. You don't act like that. But everybody knows you defend your wife's honor, and you sure as hell defend your kids. Especially when somebody like him is picking on them, hiding behind the media. So now LeBron James say, okay, when I see you, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. And he couldn't. And that's why. He know what was finna happen. See, it's elementary. He could say whatever he wanted to say the next day on why he didn't do that. Anybody is tough behind a microphone and a camera. But when that guy that you talking about, you face to face with him, it's a different story. You see? So you're not like your boy Shay Shay. See, Shay Shay, when he got into it with Ja Morant and those people, Shay Shay was ready to back up what he could do. And that was only because he was dealing with somebody black. He didn't say nothing when Skip Bayless put him in his place, told him to put his glasses back on. So, you see how it is? Whenever you run your mouth, there's consequences behind it. If you're gonna talk about somebody, make sure you handle ready for the weight that comes behind it, especially when you're talking about somebody's son. This is David from Anything Goes TV 817, USA Podcast, the David Parker TV. Thank you, everybody. And make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep it going.